What's going on, guys? Ben from JK Gear and Gadgets, and in this video I'm changing out my factory shift knobs with some nice aluminum ones from AJT Designs. These are the same people that made the replacement Jeep key. If you saw that video, it's definitely a pretty cool, neat upgrade. You know, just change out some of that factory stuff. But they came out with their own shift knobs. You know, they're machined aluminum, and they are proudly made in the USA, so that's always awesome. There's really not too many options on the market for aftermarket shift knobs. Mine is a 6-speed, a manual, but I think they also make some for the automatic. So let's take them out of the box, see what they look like, and then throw them on the Jeep. So I want to go ahead and apologize. I've been feeling really under the weather lately. You know, I've been trying to make a video once a week. This one's coming out a little bit later. I know it's been a while since my last video, but I've been feeling crappy, and I'm also trying to help Cassie start off her own YouTube channel, Jeep Gear and Gadgets. So if you haven't seen her channel yet, go check it out. But let's check out these shift knobs. Got a couple bags in here. All right, and then the screws. So they offer them in black and also raw, you know, bare steel, not steel, aluminum. They offer them in bare aluminum. So, you know, you could always go take it, get it powder coated or anodized, whatever color you want. So as you can tell here, it is a little bigger, and you know, it has the shift patterns on there. It definitely has a nice weight to it, not too heavy, not too light. We'll have to see how this fits on my, you know, it fits nice in my palm, but we will see. Also got the transfer case shift knob. Same thing, has the shift patterns, and this one is a little smaller. And another cool thing you can do with these is customize your screw color. So of course I went with the reds naturally, and these are gonna go just on the face of the shift knob there. They had a few different color options. I don't remember off the top of my head, but check them out, see if they have a color that'll work with you. And then some more screws for the transfer case knob. And finally, the little mounting hardware. What this is gonna do is slide right on, and these set screws are gonna tighten it down to the actual shifter. So that's enough talking. Let's go inside the Jeep, check out the factory ones, take them off, and see how these go on. All right, so the first order of business is to remove the shift knobs. All we're gonna do is hold our brake, move it down to second gear, and really pull on this. There's no screws, it's simply pressed on. Mine's pretty easy to remove because I've dropped the tranny twice to change the clutch, you know, and troubleshoot some stuff. So mine comes off pretty easy, but we're just gonna grab it really tight and just yank, a nice hard pull. There we go. So if you do have trouble, you can try giving it a little twist and pull up. We're gonna do the exact same thing for a transfer case. So I'm actually gonna shift it down to 4 low, so I have more pulling power, and same thing, we're gonna grab it and just pull. Wow, mine's on there pretty good. So I'm gonna fight with this, hopefully we can get it off. God, that is tight. Ah, finally. All right, that was a pain to get off. Really got to twist and pull, but now that we got our pretty ugly factory ones off, I'm gonna throw those to the side. We are gonna grab the set screws and simply start them a little bit so the threads are catching, just so we're not trying to finagle this all sideways. Boom. Then we're gonna slide it on and tighten them all the way down. All right, so we got the shifter tightened down. We still need to install the our colored screws on the top. But before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the transfer case one. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to hit these with a little bit of blue Loctite, just so these screws don't work their, you know, work their way loose on you from the vibration. Because this does, you know, if you've ever watched your shifter down the road, it definitely has a little bit of vibration going on. So wouldn't be a bad idea to hit those with some blue Loctite. So both of them are installed, and I think it actually looks pretty good. So I haven't really tested the hand fitment yet. Man, I'm watching this video and all I can see is the dirtiness of the Jeep. I am sorry, guys. Hopefully that will be solved soon. I really want to put some bed rug in here. But we'll see about that. Probably do it for both the JK and the LJ. But let's see, it definitely has a nice fit for the palm. I usually shift with my hands like this, so I do have a little more room to grab now. One thing I can already notice is it's a little bit cold. It's pretty cold out here, and the aluminum is a little chilly. But I'm sure that once the you know, the heat's on, that'll heat up. But the good thing about aluminum is in the summer, you know, it might be hot at first, but aluminum cools really fast, so I'm not too worried about that. Definitely does have a pretty good feel. It's, you know, if you have tiny hands, this might be an issue, but I mean, if you have like normal size man hands, you'll be fine. So definitely feels pretty solid. And this, never really mess with that. You know, I'm a mall crawler, so I don't ever shift. I don't even know what that knob down is there. All right, so before I forget, let me show you guys the difference between the factory one and the AJT. So here's the factory one. As you can tell, overall, the AJT is bigger, but it does have a longer taper. So for those of you that like to wrap your, you know, your fingers around it, this definitely feels a lot better than this, you know, the factory OEM shift knob taper. So just something to consider. You know, if you guys find that the OEM one is already too big, then the AJT might be too big for you. But if you're looking for, you know, just a little something on the interior Jeep, that definitely spices it up, and it's gonna look a lot better whenever I either put the carpet back in or you know, switch to the bed rug. As you can tell, I took my seat covers off. I'm kind of working on the interior of the Jeep. That kind of started whenever I added this, the Jeep Unique radio mount. I'm kind of like, dude, you know, it's time to work on the interior of the Jeep a little bit. You know, might go with the aftermarket head unit sometime. I've actually been eyeballing that Vector E-Dock a lot because I need to find a place to mount my rugged radios, the in-cab radio, and that E-Dock from Vector Off-Road is pretty sweet. So I'm also going to be changing out my switch system, so stay tuned for a video on that. I got a pretty cool switch system that's going to mount up here, and I have a discount code for you guys, so stay tuned for that video. It's actually a hefty discount. It's like 20%, so stay tuned for that. For those of you that are still sticking around, thanks for watching the video, guys. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you will. If you haven't yet, smash that red subscribe button. Do all types of Jeep videos. We got a lot more coming. Another thing to mention, Cassie's channel, she's put up her second video, and she's getting a ton of views and a lot of subscribers faster than I ever did, and she's actually gaining more than I am now. It's probably because she's a girl, but so head over to her page, Jeep Gear and Gadgets. Give her a sub, go comment on her videos, and stay tuned for more videos. I got a lot of videos coming up for this, and she will be making more videos on the LJ. I'm also gonna be making videos on that, but my time has been, you know, I haven't had much free time lately, guys, so I'm trying to pump out these videos as best as I can and as quick as I can. So until the next video, guys, take care and keep on Jeeping on.